morning, dear ink-loving friends. I wanted to show you today how I keep track of my ink samples because they don't go onto swatch cards, but they go into this book. I recently got the new Tomoe River Sanson notebook from a company on Etsy. They're called Paper Penguin Co. And that's what I've been using for this. I decorated the cover of the notebook. It's an A5 size with some fountain pen related stickers, and I have been keeping track of all my ink samples in here. And by now I'm caught up, and and here you get an idea of how I'm doing this. I do a smudge and I write the ink name next to it with a dip pen, or if the ink, sorry, this seems to be very loud. Wherever the ink has already been put on the paper is very noisy and crinkly, which, heck, I don't care. I love it, actually. And if I really feel like after using a sample for a certain amount of time in a fountain pen, if I feel like I do want that ink in a bottle, I want a larger amount of it, then I can go back here and I can look at these samples and the name of it, and I can do that. And also I write down what pen I have put it in, if and when I put it in a pen. All right. These are the inks that I have recently received from Simone of the Simone YouTube channel. Thank you, Simone. I am so much looking forward to diving into your inks. Thank you for sharing those. I have to sadly report that one of the inks leaked so badly that I have only a teensy-weensy bit left. So it cannot go into this book, but all of these will. And I am using my little pocket knife for the smudge and my beautiful dip pen that I received from my father many, many years ago. Let's start with this one. This is actually the one shimmer ink that I'm looking forward to putting into a pen. I just realized this morning that this one of my TWSBI Ecos is almost empty. So as soon as this is in fact empty, this ink, shimmer ink, will go in this TWSBI Eco because I put almost all of my shimmer inks into my TWSBI Ecos. And I'm looking forward to using this. So let's start with this one. Holy crap. Sorry, pardon me. Wow. This is Wearing Ghoul. And the name of the ink is Yundonyu. Yundonyu, actually, a star spattered hill. I assume that's the translation. And I'm gonna add that I used the dip pen for the writing. And next is this Vinta 1988 Malayan Apple Macopa. Don't think it's a shimmer. Gorgeous, rich, dark pink, and I can already see a lot of sheen in this ink. That's a beautiful color. Next, I will do this Vinta San Francisco Pen Show exclusive, the Tabuan Purple Sea Star 2022. Ooh, I love this. This is very much the kind of purple that I like. Because, you know, not all purples are created equal. So we have to figure out what's our purple jam. So this is San Francisco Pen Show. I think in 22, yes. And the name is Tabuan Purple Sea Star. I think what caused one of those inks to leak is that we are at a high altitude here in Albuquerque, and so like when I go to the store and buy a bag of anything, chips, popcorn, anything, they're totally blown up, and this is what happens to the inks. So if the seal is not super tight, then it can easily leak. And yeah, that's just then you're just glad when all the inks were in a Ziploc bag, which these were, of course. I did want to pull out, this reminded me a little bit of Lake Placid Blue by Private Reserve. Even though that's definitely a tad more blue than this one, than the Vinta ink, but it reminds me because the Lake Placid Blue definitely has purple undertones. And now, last but certainly not least, is the Lamy Azurite. I recently got that rubber grommet from Ramona to do the super cool filling hack. So this is definitely one that I will use that for, because that way I'm going to be able to get all the last bits of ink out of the vial, which I love. Hate to be wasteful. I forgot to write dipped. Darn. And this is it from me for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Maybe even I've inspired you to keep track of your inks. I must say, if you are on the deep dive in that rabbit hole of inks and ink samples, that's the only way to go to really, really keep track of your inks and to have a good cataloging system. Otherwise, it just really gets you into trouble because you buy the same colors, maybe from different companies, which, well, ask me why I know. It's happened here. But this is definitely a system that makes me very happy, and it's very much doable as well. Quick and simple. And thank you again to Simone for her sweet sample package and her letter, of course, as well. And I will see you again soon.